Hello. I have to go to the Franklin shop because we're talking to a bride who is gonna be having her ceremony in the shop. So that's so exciting. But I also need flowers for my home. So I thought that this would be a great time to do another tutorial. Yeah. Y'all with me? Because I'm excited. I've kind of become addicted to having flowers in my home, which you would think after owning a flower business for 5 years, I would already be addicted to having flowers in my home. No, this is a new thing. Also, my place is a mess. This is my table where they will go right there. I always want to have an arrangement here to cover up this cord. And I will also clean up these things. But I went apple picking. These are pears. I went apple picking this weekend and I got fresh apples and I'm gonna make a tart. But anyway, let's get going. It's a mess. We have wine. That's for later. Although, I'm gonna make a little cocktail. I'm not even gonna tell you what time of day it is right now because there will be judgment and no judgment in this home. So you guys see what I'm making. All right, so for this cocktail, you're gonna need 2 ounces of vodka. I know you were coming to a cocktail channel. Some apple cider. And then some ginger beer. It's all right. Some lime juice. This is called a apple cider mule. Okay, now we can get started. Okay, so this is a tutorial on how to make an arrangement with a $30 bouquet. A lot of people ask how much our flowers cost. They cost an average bouquet this size costs about $30. You know, obviously you can get cheaper flowers at the grocery store. Our flowers are gonna last longer because they are fresher and they don't go through a whole chain of places before they actually get into the store. Let's get started. Choosing a vase is very important, especially if you're not sure which vase you're gonna use, like while you're shopping for your flowers. You don't know how much to get. So it's always nice to kind of have a vase in mind that you're going to use while you're getting your flowers so you know what to get, how much to get. Obviously, if the vase is bigger, you're going to need a lot more flowers. If it's smaller, you don't need as many. You want to use a big vase and only have a little flowers. You want to make sure it's filling up the whole vase. I've been using this vase a lot recently. I used it in our last video, so I think I'm going to use this one because we do have a lot of flowers, but the smaller neck will make it feel fuller more quickly. Obviously a bigger neck like this one gross inside. Like this one is gonna need more flowers because it's gonna be harder to fill it up. If you only had like spray carnations and some eucalyptus, like that's not gonna fit in this, it'll look terrible. So, and I keep showing you the disgusting inside, I need to clean these like better. So anyway, we're gonna use this one today. Ta-da, full with water and ready to go. A pro tip is if you use hot water, it's gonna open up the blooms quicker. If you use colder water, it'll kind of keep them closed more. So if you do have like a rose that's really tight and it's not open at all yet, and you really want it to open and kind of open it a little more quickly, you can use warmer to hot water. Disclaimer, all florists are different, all florist techniques are different. And there's traditional florists, there's modern florists, there's people who don't even consider them florists. We all do things differently, so this might not be the way you learned or what you have known in the past or whatnot, and that's okay. It is an art, and we all do it differently. Let's get going. We have mums, we have pom-poms, we have spray carnations. I didn't do a whole lot of variety in this one. I wanted to kind of keep it more simple and in the $30 range. So instead of getting a ton of different flowers, I just got a few of the same flowers. Stock, that is in every arrangement I do, there will be stock in it. And then silver dollar eucalyptus. Silver dollar. Smells so good. You can hang this in your shower. Baby eucalyptus is also really good to hang in your shower. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look and see if there's any pieces that are pretty long that I can just cut off and go ahead and start using. Always strip your leaves. You do not want them to be sitting in the water because your water will get dirty. God, I don't talk this much. I'm running out of breath. Hello. And guys, I told you that these videos were gonna get better. Look at this setup. You can see everything. Got my drink. I have pumpkin bread that I made yesterday. And you get to see my whole kitchen. So good. This piece is far too short, so I'm gonna save it. I might put it in a bud vase or something later. So then, obviously this piece is too long. It's just too long, unless I just wanted a wild thing. I do want it to have some shape and kind of go out, but not that much. This is kind of how I measure. I like put it up to the vase, see how long. I think that's too long still. And guys, I want this to be candid. I just want to chat with you guys. I wish I could like see all of you. Maybe I'll do a live. Maybe I'll do a live one at some point. That actually terrifies me, but maybe I'll do it. All right, so I'm starting with the greenery. Like I said last time, I usually start with something different every time, but I'm going traditional this time. And if you want it, I don't use frogs, I don't use tape, I don't use a grid, I don't use anything. I let the flowers be their own grid as I start building. I think it helps like take a more natural shape. Some people like them to be in like a very specific spot, but I do not. Refer to disclaimer. All right, and look, it's already created a shape for me naturally, can you believe? So it's got this like very asymmetric shape to it. Next I'm gonna put in the filler. So I'm gonna do the spray carnation. And actually, and always cut at an angle. If you cut at an angle, it's gonna help the stems hydrate quicker. The water, they'll be able to suck up more water more quickly. We're having fun. We're having a little afternoon cocktail. And so now I'm moving in with our next filler, which is gonna be this pom-pom. Oh, did I strip the, yes I did. Stripped the leaf. This one's kind of short, so I'm gonna save that for a bud vase. Always save like the little, see this one, too short, bud vase. Save them. Put a bud vase on your bedside table. yeah, having flowers at your bedside table is just such a lovely thing to wake up to. Once again, this is going in the same spot that it did last time, so I'm only going to be working with one side. This will be the front, and since that's the front, I'm actually gonna angle it a little towards me so you can still see it, but so I can see it as well. Important. Strip the leaves and make a mess. Have fun. Flowers are fun. Say it with me. Flowers are fun. It's like one of those kid shows. Add an angle. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we're getting some good shape. If you don't notice, I did leave some of these on here because they weren't far down, and sometimes it is nice to leave some leaves, maybe like one or two at the top, just to add some texture, add some layers. Oh, wow, we're almost out of flowers, all right. So, since the pom-poms have a bunch of different on here, I'm actually gonna take some off and start spreading them throughout. But you wanna make sure it's hitting the water. And so if you need to fill up your vase a little bit more just to make sure that all the stems are hitting the water, you can, because obviously you want like different layers. This is gonna be very whimsical. Okay, so now we've got a nice, this is our shape. And the last thing we have to do is add in our beautiful, beautiful mom. The camera's there. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. I actually one time, many years ago, like maybe it was just having a day, but I stared at a mom for far too long, and tears actually came out of my eyes because it was so beautiful. Who knew I'd fall in love with flowers? Who freaking knew? Ooh, this one's crazy. And then, like I said last time, if you wanna, especially with the shorter necks, you can kind of give it like a fluff, but make sure they're touching the water. All right, lovely. And we didn't make too much of a mess. I didn't even get to finish my cocktail, you guys. All right, let me get a bud vase to put those in. I remembered that I cleaned out my olive oil. Shouldn't have started this. Shouldn't have. This is not what you're interested in. Me tearing off. Got it. I'm not even gonna do the other side. Okay. Fill it with water. Strip the leaves. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. Beautiful. Don't even have to cut these. They're gonna fit in just right. Ah. Yes, how lovely. Ta-da. Ta-da. Gorgeous. Maybe I should. Yeah. Oh, all right, y'all, this was fun. I'm getting used to it. Once again, leave your comments below. Like, subscribe, visit us at the shops in Nashville or at the trucks. We have 2 months left, well, a month and a half left of our truck season, so come on out. Okay, signing off, bye.